Greetings, everyone. TAIFA World Enterprise here. Old school is here. I want to speak about Remembrance Day. I think it was maybe a few years ago, the celebration of Thanksgiving was changed to Remembrance by some so called American Indians organizations. You have to know what you're celebrating, people. I'm talking to my people, my family, because if you don't know now, just go out in your community and you'll see you're not a part of this society. They let you know in a million ways you're not a part of the society. They don't want to serve you, even though you serve them. And that's okay. Because you're servants of the Creator. And it amazes me when I get into a deep topic, some little bird go whispers to my neighbors and tell them to turn up the music. He's getting too deep now. They just know intuitively when to turn up the music. Everything is real, people. Everything is real. And I got this prop at Endgame because I'm watching it. And I was amazed to see, man, there's over 33, that's what I found, 33 episodes, starting from 2011. Wow, what a money-making machine. Robert Downey, like many people, made a great comeback from 20 years of drugs and delinquency. I applaud that. But what about the people who didn't need that 20-year rehabilitation, who had the self-discipline and self-control? They were totally ignored by the industry. Totally. If we want some melanated people, we go overseas before we get you. Hatred. And you talking about moderation. I'm glad you two gave me a topic that I can really talk about. Because this is the most extreme sight that I can think of. They ban people for no reason because they don't like the political view. And that's the thing about knowledge. Knowledge should be not politicized. When you start politicizing knowledge, you bring about anarchy. Not anarchy. What's the opposite of anarchy? Tyranny. Yeah, you bring about tyranny when you start politicizing people's opinion. Let people say what they want to say. Wouldn't that be moderation? I'm not allocating violence or giving any call to arms. I'm not doing that. I'm speaking common sense from my heart that my spirit tells me to speak. Endgame. Yeah, I'm watching this. I'm almost finished with it. A lot of these videos I'm trying to catch up because I haven't watched. I think I watched 2 of these series, the Black Panthers and Wakanda Forever. I watched those 2, but I never pay attention to them. I never paid attention to these. So I got a lot of series to catch up. Now there's an order you have to watch these in. You just can't watch it when they come out because they put storylines in different places. So that's why you'll be confused if you just watch them as they come out because they don't connect. There's a certain order. You have to watch it, man. So that's why I have now. I have an order to watch it, man. Now what did I really come on here for? What was my real topic? Let me think for a minute. Oh, yeah, I've been distracted by so many things. I really can't recall what I wanted to talk about. So I'll just come on, come on, come on. What was it? What was it? What was it? What was it? I think I'll come back when I get it, and not to be distracted by different topics. I could just keep talking and it'll come back to me. But the main point is that this is a free. It's supposed to be a free country, but it's not. And the only way it's going to be the way it was intended to be is if people stand up, take a stand wherever you are. You find out you may start off standing alone, but if you stay strong, other people will join you. And this is a joint effort. This is not something to be done individually. Individuals started off, but then it become a movement. I'm just saying be true to yourself. That's all. Be true to your creator. And you can't serve both. You can't serve mankind and the creator. It just don't work. The best thing that I can talk about is this is it. This is a topic. This holiday, so called holiday season. That's what I want to talk about. Yeah, this holiday for my people, you don't celebrate it. You do not celebrate it. It is not a festive occasion. It's a time of mourning. It's a time of reflection of our ancestors and what they had to go through. It's a time of prayer that your succeeding generations do not have to go through what our ancestors went through, the carnage, the massacres, the savagery, the inhumanity they suffered. And all they did was extend their hands. And in return, they got the worst treatment that a person can receive. Oh, this is not moderation because we're not living in a moderate society. So nothing I say is going to be moderate. The nerve of you. And those moderates out there, you need to read your history. You've been deceived. This is not a moderate country. It's the best country in the world, the best government. But just like Ben Franklin told them when they asked him, what kind of document did you create? He said, a republic, if you can keep it. So who is he speaking to? He was speaking to the people who ran the republic, the Moors. Oh, this is not the history you're gonna say is moderate. Anything truthful is not moderate. It's extreme because it's something you have never seen. Moderate would mean something that is taught, that is mainstream, that is lies, that you've been fed since birth. That is moderation. What I'm here to do is bring you the truth. And it's extreme to you because you never heard it before. It cannot be moderate. It can never be moderate. Truth is always extreme. So the Moors were running the country up until 1885 when it was taken from us. Even the troops was protecting us down here until the election of Hayes' election. Was that the 19th president? Titan was a Democrat and Hayes was a Republican. And the that was a deadlock. In other words, they couldn't get the number of, what would you call it, delegates to congressional college. There's a certain number of votes needed to break the deadlock. And the Democrats said, we'll give you our votes if you remove the troops from the South, the federal troops, which was protecting us and running our government. And the Republican Party sold out to the Democrats. In exchange, that ended the so-called the civil call. After civil rights, you had a period where people was trying to rebuild and bring order back to the country, bring civility to the people who was disenfranchised. That eliminated all that. Gave them a license to do what they wanted to do. So when the next president came in, he just changed everything. What was his name? This Princeton graduate. They got a tennis ball named after him. Wilson. Yeah, Wilson came in, and he even wrote a lot of fake history of who we were. Destroyed our Moorish history and say we was a people who were savages. So that gave them a reason to say we wasn't fit to govern. You remember the movie Birth of a Nation? Wow, you talking about moderation? That's the most extreme, hateful movie you can see because it's not true. They had us sit up in the Congress, eating chicken. Had us trying to rape women. We've never done those things. Never. That's not who we are. We've never lusted after your women. You have lusted after our women. We have never lusted after yours. So wherever we come in some prosperity, you think that's the first thing we want is your women. Because that's the first thing you want. And those melanated people now who want to marry outside of their race, they're going against God's law. I'm telling you right now, that is not something you should do, brothers, sisters. If you was Christian and you read the Bible, you'll find it in there. What did Jacob do when he wanted to get married? He went to his own people. Remember, he was told not to marry these people here because they're not your people. Do not marry among them. Anyway, the topic I want to stick with is memorial. This is Memorial Day. Memory of all the lives that was taken needlessly, evil, just because they could do it. And it hasn't stopped. This has been a continual massacre, continual genocide. For hundreds of years, our people are suffering in a country which they have caused to prosper, but are never given the recognition or the respect due them. Have been made into a different people, Negroes, colors, African Americans, to hide their true dignity and godlessness, God bearing, God fearing people. That's not who we are. The history has been changed. They call it reconstruction. No, everything was remade with lies. And you want me to be moderate? You have lost your mind. You should have known from day one I was not a moderate. You're going to tell me what I should be? You want to tell me what I should be? I took an oath when I went into the military to uphold the Constitution from terrorism abroad and at home. So I'm not a liar. I'm not going to break my oath. I'm still bound by that. That oath wasn't say, okay, when you get out the military, you don't have to uphold that oath. No, that oath was binding for life. So I think you should do a little more study before you start talking about moderation. You need to go to the books because you do not know what's going on. For the words come out your mouth for me to be moderate, when that is not even in anything your people have done. There's no moderation in anything. It's only hatred, genocide, lies upon lies upon lies. And I continue to say until you just take me off this channel. And you got the freedom to do that anytime. But I will not get up here and compromise the truth for the sake of what advantage do I have here? Yeah, to speak my mind. If you're trying to tell me I can't do that, then don't say nothing to me. Just take me off. I know somebody's had to complain about my forum for you to say that. And I'm talking to those who want to complain about me. You're pathetic. You are pathetic. You want things to go on as normal. You don't want no one to shake the boat. You think you're secure in that? Lies. Oh no, God wrath is upon liars. I don't have to do anything. He's going to take you out. God's wrath. So do not celebrate this day, my people. What are you celebrating? Your genocide? No. Devote yourself to prayer and fasting to give you strength to live another day, to do what you have to do so your children will be free one day. This is not a time for rejoicing. Rejoice about what? They call our chiefs over to a big dinner because we got them food for the winter. They survive because of us and our labor and our knowledge of the land. And they reward us by giving us blankets laced with smallpox, by murdering the villages when the wars are away, and you want to give thanks for that. No, they are thankful because we saved their lives. We saved their lives. They are thankful. But they showed their thanks to us by killing us. And they continue to do it for generations. And you got the nerve to tell me Thanksgiving, to wish me tell me happy Thanksgiving. If someone tells you that, you should know how to respond to them. And that those words should not be coming from melanated people. Because that's not your holiday. This is not for you. Christmas is not your holiday. They massacred the Christians. They massacred Christ. It's a mass. They call it a mass of Christ. Mass murderers. And you want to celebrate it? You have lost your mind. End game. Look at these people. Do you see any melanated people in there? You're not even in their mind, their thoughts. It's all about them. And they want me to be moderate. Well, I think I've said it all. I'm just repeating myself now. So I hope I come across as very extreme. Because truth is extreme, never moderate.